got Marquez. Go ahead and fire away.
Marquez, how has what you saw Monday night with DeMar affected you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all played this game and we put our lives on the line. And, to see one of our, football brothers, in this fraternity of football go down like that and, lose his life, it's hard. We put our lives on the line every single play, and a lot of people take that for granted. And it's tough to see. It's tough to sleep at night because that could have been any one of us. It could have been myself, any one of those guys in the locker room. I think every football player, around the country felt that.
Andy Reid mentioned you guys had a team prayer yesterday. Just how's the team kind of unifying in your eyes, trying to get together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough, man, because we still have to go to work, and but we still feel that, and it's not a second that goes by that we don't think about us being in that position or how he's doing or how his health is doing, because any given play that could be any one of us. So trying to balance, getting ready for Vegas and, seeing a young man fight for his life is tough to do.
Do you want to play, Marquez? Do you want to play on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a game, that I love, and I, never take those, games for granted. I pray before I walk on the field every single Sunday, or Saturday in this case, just for, my health and my teammates' health and everybody who plays these games' health. So it's still a dream of mine that I, still take, very serious. And obviously, health is the first thing that we all think about when we step on the field. But when you get out there and you start to, put those fears and doubts, that's when more injuries happen. So we try to take those worries and fears and anxieties out. But at the end of the day, our health is the most important thing. So.
How important has it been to check in on each other, just because you don't know how everyone handles traumatic situations? No,
I mean, I think it's more important now than ever, because as football players, we're taught to be tough and not let anything affect us and have thick skin and battle through adversity. But that was real life. Obviously, football is football. You can get on Twitter and let whatever anyone wants to say about you, about your gameplay, not affect you. But when you see a young man, fight for his life, that's far more important. So I think just being able to call on your brother and say, hey, man, you can lean on me, or, hit me up if you need something is huge.
Marquez, as a pass catcher, that's one of the more dangerous positions that you're playing. And so how important is it that you find a way to stay locked in the game Saturday just for your own safety and just making sure that you're okay? I
mean, you just play the game how you've always played it. That was a routine play, that no one would expect that to be the outcome of it. We thought it was a normal play that we've seen a million times. So you can't go in there with fears that it can happen to you, because it can happen to you, but it can happen to you on a routine play or a big hit. So it's a part of the game. But obviously, we don't want to see anyone, in that position ever again.
You mentioned earlier on Twitter, actually, you mentioned that nobody takes this stuff for granted sometimes with the human. Do you feel that sometimes we as fans and the journalists, everything, sometimes you just step back and realize, all right, you guys are human? Do you feel that happens enough? Or
no, I don't think it happens nearly enough. I think they see us as numbers on a jersey playing for a football team, their favorite team. And, I respect that as a fan, but we are people too. And I think that gets lost in translation quite a bit, because they forget that we're human beings with feelings and families and friends and emotions. And we're not just a number on the back of the jersey or Chiefs on the front of the jersey.
Marquez, the Chiefs game will be the first game since this happened, and Patrick kind of confided that it might be weird stepping out on the field with that. You kind of anticipate fighting some feelings, stepping out on the field and get yourself locked before you can get locked in? Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's going to be, high anxiety for both sides, just because of what we've all just experienced, 5 or 6 days prior, where we all, we're all locked in on the game to see what was going to happen. That was an important game for everybody. And then to see it all just not matter anymore and see a young man fight for his life, there's obviously going to be some high anxiety in that regard.
Okay, thanks, Marquez.
Thanks, Marquez.
Marquez.